Hello everyone. Good afternoon. I think I'm audible to all of you. Can you hear me, guys? Can you please confirm in the? Okay, fine. I think my voice is audible. I just got the confirmation. So let's start with the session, guys. So today, I think you saw the title. What we are gonna do. Basically, we'll see that how we can implement a RAG application on the Vertex AI. That means we'll be using one foundation model called Gemini, and we'll be also using one service from the Vertex AI called Vector Search there. Okay. So with the help of that, actually, we'll be trying to build this particular RAG application. So if you don't know about RAG, see, RAG is actually concept. Actually, what we do usually, we just try to add some additional knowledge base to the model instead of fine tune that particular model. So this is what actually we're going to build in this particular video. And before that, I'm also going to show you the architecture diagram, like how we are going to implement this thing. Okay, what are the component actually it will have. Then I will start with the actual implementation. But before that, let me tell you why you will get the previous resources I shared. So for this, first of all, try to log in with the website. So this is the website, guys. First of all, log in with your account. After that, just go to the community program. And in the community program, you will see my course called uh, Generative AI with Google Cloud. Okay, this is the course. Now just click here. So here you will see this particular option, go to courses. And once you go to the courses, you will see this particular dashboard. So here all the videos is updated. You can see all the videos are updated, as well as the resources is also updated in this particular dashboard. So everything I have shared previously, you will get everything here only. Fine. And the second thing what you have to do, just log in with your GCP console. So this is my GCP console, and here search for Vertex AI. Okay, Vertex AI platform. So you can see this is the Vertex AI platform. So I'll go inside the Vertex AI, and you will see this particular interface. Okay, this is the interface. Now here I'm again going to use one service called Collab Enterprise. That means the notebook service I'm going to use from the Vertex AI itself. You can also do it in your local machine. I think yesterday I was discussing about the local machine setup, like how we can configure and all, and how we can access these are the Vertex AI services. Apart from that, you can also perform on the Google Colab. The Google Colab actually you use usually. For this, you have to execute that two line of cell. I think you remember that authentication cell. Then you will be able to access this particular Vertex AI, okay, from the GCP. But I'm going to use this particular service called Collab Enterprise. Now let's create a notebook here first of all. So I'll create a notebook. So let's name this particular notebook. So I'm going to just write as rag on rag on Vertex AI. Vertex AI. Now let's rename. Fine. Now let's connect the runtime. So connect to a runtime. I'll create a new runtime. Everything I will keep it as default. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to connect this particular runtime. So it will take some time, guys. Once it is connected, you will able to execute the code here. So in between, let me just show you the diagram, the architecture diagram of my application. So here I'm going to implement something called RAG. That means Retrieval Augmented Generation. And I'm going to use something called Vertex AI. Okay, Vertex AI service. Okay, from GCP. Now here, the thing is like I'm going to use the foundation model. That means the large language model, Gemini. Okay. Then I'm going to use something called PDF document. Okay, here I'm having one statistics book, statistics. You can use any kinds of, like, let's say PDF documents. I'm going to use this particular statistics books. Then I'm going to use something called vector DB. Vector DB for the retrieval purpose. Okay, that means information retrieval purpose. So for this, I'm going to use something called vector search. Okay, vector search on GCP. So GCP is also having one particular service called vector search, and it is already available in Vertex AI. Okay, Vertex AI, it is already available. Let me show you this particular service. So if I just go below, you will see this particular service called vector search. So here actually we can create an index and we can store our vector embedding, right? So this is the idea. And apart from that, I think I don't need anything. Now let me show you the architecture. Let's say, first of all, what I have to do, I have to feed my PDF documents. Let's say these are my PDF documents I'm having. Okay, PDF docs. So this particular PDF documents, first of all, what do I do? I have to create a chunking. No, first of all, I have to extract the documents. Okay, extract the text. Extract docs. After extracting docs, what I have to do? I have to create a chunks. Okay. After creating chunks, I have to generate the vector embedding. Vector embeddings. So once I get this particular vector embeddings, what I have to do? I have to store in a vector DB. So here I'm going to use something called vector search. Vector search, okay, as a knowledge base. This is my knowledge base. Okay. Yeah. Now user will ask some query. Let's say this is the user. This user will ask some query. Okay. But he will ask some query. He will ask some query to the knowledge base. That means to the vector search. Now it will give you some response. Okay, it will give you some response. Let's say it has given you the response. So here actually we'll get multiple response. So based on the k parameter. Let's say if k is equal to 3, it will give you 3 relevant answer. Now what I have to do? I have to integrate large language model with that. Let's say I will integrate LLM. Gemini as a LLM. Now the response actually I'm getting, I will feed to the LLM. As well as the query user is giving, I will also feed to the LLM. LLM will process and it will give you the correct response. That means the let's say expected response. Okay, so this is the entire idea of my RAG. Okay, that means Retrieval Augmented Generation. Fine. So this thing actually will be implementing on the Vertex AI platform. So previously also we have created lots of RAG application, but this was with the help of, let's say, like LangChain and in our local machine. But here actually everything we'll be doing in the Vertex AI platform. This is the idea. Fine, guys. I hope this is clear. Now, if I show you, see my runtime is also connected. Now, if you want to test it, everything is working fine or not. So just write a code here. So print OK. So it should print OK. See, everything is working fine so far. All right. Now, first of all, what I have to do, I have to install some required package. Install some required packages. Okay, packages. So the first package actually I need to install something called let me install PyPDF2 because I'm going to use the PDF document as I already told you. So if you want to extract the documents from the let's say PDF document, you have to install this particular library PyPDF. Then the second thing I need to install, I think remember I need to install something called Google Cloud AI platform because I want to access the Vertex AI. Okay, for this I need this particular package. So the package name is Google hyphen cloud. Okay, hyphen AI platform. Okay, AI platform. Then as well as I also need this particular package called Google Cloud Storage because the let's say document actually I'm going to extract. That means the PDF document I'm going to extract. First of all, I'm going to extract the text, and that particular text actually I'll be saving as a JSON file. Okay, I'll be saving as a JSON file. Then I will also convert that particular text to the vector embedding. That particular embedding also, okay, I'll be saving somewhere. So for this, I need this particular Google Cloud Storage. That means the GCP bucket actually I'm going to use. Let me show you. So I think you know that GCP is also having bucket. So here, let me show you. So if you just search here, this particular service called bucket. So you'll see this particular bucket, and this is called storage service. Okay. In AWS, actually, you are having something called. Okay, in AWS, you have something called S3 bucket, but in GCP, actually, you are having this particular GCP bucket. Okay, so both are same. You can store any kinds of file there. What is the name of the company that Vertex AI belongs to? Maybe I think you didn't join my first session. I already given you the idea. So this is from the Google. Okay. So Google team has developed this particular platform called Vertex AI. Fine, guys. So now see, initially I don't have any kinds of bucket here. So it will automatically get created. I don't need to create manually. So I'll go back to my notebook. Now let's install. These are the library one by one. So I'm going to execute. So it will install everything. If you have missed a session, so please try to refer from the first session. Otherwise, things would be a little bit confusing for you. Okay, so I'll suggest to first of all complete that particular session. This session actually you have missed out, then try to come here. See guys, installation is completed. Now what I have to do, I have to test whether everything is working fine or not. So first of all, let's import some of the libraries. So from Google, okay, from Google dot cloud, import stories. Okay, stories. Yeah. Then I need something called text embedding model from Vertex AI. So from Vertex AI dot language model, language underscore language model, import text embedding. Okay, text embedding model, text embedding model. Okay, then I also need to import something called AI platform. So from Google 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 dot cloud, import AI platform. Now I need some additional package as well. So let me show you. So these are the additional package actually I need. I need the PyPDF, then regular expression, random JSON, and UI ID. So these are the required package actually I need. Could you spend just 2 minutes for what it is? Just a framework that Google allows to the internet application. It's a platform maybe, okay? Vertex AI is a platform like Bedrock. I think you know Amazon Bedrock. Bedrock is a platform there actually we can perform all kinds of generative AI related work, right? So same things actually with the other cloud. Let's say in Vertex AI, in Google, we are having Vertex AI. In Azure, actually, we are having something called Azure OpenAI. So these are the different services. I hope it is clear, right? Now see, Vertex AI, I think Vertex AI. Spelling is correct, guys. Just a minute. It's giving me error. So let me check Vertex AI import text model. I think now everything is fine. Okay, now let me import all of them. See, everything is running fine. That means there is no error. Installation is successful, right? Now, next thing what I have to do, next thing I have to update my PDF here. I have to update one PDF here. So how to update the PDF? So here just right click and upload. Right click and upload. So I'm having one statistics books with me. So let me open this particular statistics. Okay, statistics. So here is the book, guys. The importance use of correlation. Okay, so this is the statistics books actually I'm having here. So this book actually I'll be using as a knowledge base. UI ID I need for the, let's say for each of the sentence I'll be give some unique IDs. Okay, for each of the vector I want to give a unique ID so that I can retrieve it later on. Let's say I'll give you one example. Let's say here you are having one text. Let's say my name is Bappy. Okay, let's say this is the sentence. So let's say here I have assigned one unique ID. Let's say unique ID is nothing but 135B. So this is the unique ID for this particular sentence. Now after converting to the vector representation, that means vector embedding. So it will become, let's say like that. It's a 0.3, 0.4, 0.9, 0.8. Let's say this is my vector representation of this particular sentence. Okay. Now the same UI ID, this particular same UI ID, I have to map here. Okay. That means the 135B. Okay. 135B. So the same UI ID I have defined here. Now let's say your model is giving this particular vector. Your model is giving this particular vector. That means it is suggesting this particular reference ID. Now you can easily map with this particular UID and you can get the actual reference. That means actual context of that particular response. Okay. So that's why actually we are adding this particular UID, right? You can also skip this part. It's not required, but I'm just doing it because I want to show you from where actually your model is getting the reference. That means the context. Okay. That's why. Yeah. Now see this PDF has been updated. Now let me rename. So I can rename here. So rename file. I will just name it as starts.pdf. I think that is fine. Start.pdf. Yeah. Now next thing what I have to do, I have to initialize some of the variables. So let me just comment here. I will initialize some variable here. So here first of all I need something called this two variable. Let me show you your project. That means your GCP project ID. Now when you need this particular GCP project ID, okay, let's say you are running this particular code in your collab notebook, okay, or let's say in your local Jupyter notebook, that time actually you have to pass the project ID. And how you'll get this particular project ID? Just click on the project and right hand side you can see the project ID. So this particular project ID you have to give. Then the next thing you have to give the location. Location wise I'm inside US Central 1, that's why I've given the same location. Now I will comment this particular line because it is not required, because I'm using this particular collab enterprise from the Vertex AI, so authentication would be automatically done. I don't need to give my project ID separately. Okay. Now after location, okay, after location, what you have to do, you have to assign some of the path. Let me show you. So these are the path actually is required. First of all, you have to define the PDF path. Okay, now you can see this is my PDF file, start.pdf. Now let me show you the if I just execute this particular command ls, now you'll see that it will list down this particular start.pdf. C*.pdf. That means this particular file is present inside this particular directory. Now this is the location of the directory. Now bucket name. That means the sentence I'm going to extract, okay, with the UI ID, I'm going to store in a bucket. That means the G Cloud bucket. This particular here, I'm going to create a bucket, and here this file would be saved. That's why I've given the bucket name. Then embed file path. That means after actually converting to the, let's say, vector representation, I will save as a embed.json as well. That means I want to save all the vector representation in this particular JSON file, as well as the correct sentence. That means the English sentence. Okay. And index name wise, that means the vector source. Okay. This is the vector source. That means the vector DB service from the Vertex AI. So here you have to create an index. If you have used Pinecone, I think you know that what is index. So here also I'm going to create an index, and the name would be start_index. Okay, so these are the name actually I have taken. Okay, these are the variable I have taken. So whenever actually I need something, I'll just call from here only. This is the idea. Okay. Now the next thing I'll be creating some helper function. So the first function I need extract sentence from the PDF. So this is the function I have already written. As you can see, let me show you. So guys, this is the function I have already written called extract sentence from the PDF. It will take the PDF path. That means this particular PDF you have imported. So this PDF actually it will take and it will open. After that, it will extract all the text and it will add in this particular variable. As you can see, after looping through all the pages, all the page content, I'm extracting all the sentence in this particular text variable. Okay. And after that, I'm returning this particular sentence. So this is the idea. Now let me execute this particular function. Now, apart from this particular function, I need another function called generate text embedding. That means after extracting this particular documents, okay, what I have to do, I have to generate the text embedding. That means the vector representation. Otherwise, how my model will get to know, okay, what kinds of question actually I'm asking, because at the end, these are the model are mathematical model. It can't access the raw text. That's why you have to convert to the vector representation, and this function will help you to do it. Now here, if you see the text embedding model, I'm going to use something called text embedding gecko model. Okay, text embedding gecko model. So this model is available on the Vertex AI. Okay, so here if I start here, text embedding gecko Vertex AI. Okay, Vertex AI. So this is the model, guys, text embedding. So there are so many embedding models, but I'm using this particular model, gecko model. See, text embedding preview, text embedding multi preview. Okay, so there are so many models are available. You can see the documentation. Okay, we'll get all the model reference. But here I'm going to use this particular model called, let me show you, text embedding gecko 001. This is the model actually I'm going to use. Now, first of all, I will get this particular model, and whatever sentence actually I'm getting, that means the actual text. Okay, that particular text I'm converting to the embeddings. Okay, and this particular embeddings I'm just saving here, and I'm returning this particular vector. So this function will convert your text to embeddings. This is the idea. Now let me execute this particular function. Now the next function, generate and save the embedding. So let me show you. This is the function. So this is the function, generate and save embeddings. Okay. So first of all, I need to clean the text. Let's say whatever text actually we are getting. First of all, I have to clean and I have to set this particular. Okay, I have to set this particular UI ID. As you can see, I'm setting this particular UI ID here. So in this particular loop, what I'm doing, I'm opening all the sentence one by one. I'm setting this particular UI ID, both in the embedding JSON as well as the sentence JSON as well. All the file actually I'm doing it. After that, I'm just dumping JSON.dump. That means it will save that particular sentence and vector as a JSON file, okay, in my directory. So this function is doing that only. Now let me execute this particular code and let me show you whether it's working or not. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create the vector, but before that, first of all, I need to create some more helper function. One is like upload file to the bucket. That means this will take this particular sentence, that means JSON file, and it will upload to the bucket. Okay, so you can see here I'm using blob. So this particular blob will help you to upload something to the bucket. Now apart from that, actually, what I need another function, create vector index. So this is the function, guys, called create vector index. So what it will do, first of all, it will open up this particular vector index. That means that particular vector DB actually service from the Vertex AI. Then first of all, I will create an index inside that. Then I will get this particular data from my GCP bucket. As you can see, this is the command I have given. Now the dimension should be 784, 68, because as you can see, text gecko model actually we are using. So this particular model we are using, text embedding gecko. So this model output dimension is this particular dimension, 786, 68. So if you are giving more than that, it won't be working. So make sure, first of all, you just try to check the dimension. After that, actually, I'm creating the index and I'm storing all the vector to the index itself. Then I'm deploying, okay, deploying this particular endpoint. But once you will see, once you will deploy, actually, you will get one issue called this one. You will get one issue called quota error. That means your current quota is already exit. Okay, you have to take a new quota error. So I was also having this particular quota error. I already applied for the quota. I think in 24 hours they will give me the quota. Then after that, I can store this particular. I can deploy this particular vector as an endpoint. Okay, as an endpoint, it is also possible, right? Now let me execute this particular function and let me show you the output. But the output actually it will give you. Now all the function I think I have added. Now first of all, let me generate embeddings and upload this particular embeddings. That means upload this particular file to my this particular GCP cloud. Okay, that means GCP bucket. Now let me execute and show you. So see what it will do. First of all, let it generate the output. See, execution is done. Now it has saved two things. Start embedding.json, start sentence.json. Now let me open one of them. So guys, see, this is the sentence one. So this is the unique ID, and based on that, what is okay? Just a minute. Let me open it up. Yeah, but I can't open it actually directly. Now see, if I open this particular file, see, this is the ID, and right hand side you can see the sentence. Okay, it has extracted. Okay, it has extracted the sentence. So I'm having entirely all the data. And with respect to that, I'm also having the embedding. That means those particular text has been converted to the vector representation. As you can see, ID and embedding. So now see, these are the embedding value. Okay, now I can easily map them. I can easily map them with the help of unique IDs. Now I'll close this particular JSON file. Now let me show you what you have to do in the next. Okay, I think so far everything is clear, guys. I will share this particular code with you so you can try from your end. Then everything would be clear. Now I'm going to create my vector index. Okay, now see, if I show you my vector index, so this is my bucket. Yeah, now let me refresh in the bucket. Just a minute. I think there is a refresh button. Refresh. Now guys, see, automatically it has created one bucket called stats content. Okay, stat content, and inside that it has saved this particular JSON file. This particular sentence JSON file it has saved. Now I load this particular file from here, and what I will do, I'll try to perform my further step. That means that particular rag I'll be implementing. Okay, I'll be loading this particular sentence from here only in my bucket itself. Now let me show you this particular. Just a minute. I think I need to open my Vertex AI. Vertex AI. Now if I go to this particular vector search, see previously I did some experiment. That's why you can see some vector search is there. Start index is there. I already created one particular vector search here. Okay, that's why this index is present here. Now what I'm going to do, I'm come here and I'm going to execute this particular line. So it will create another vector store. And let me execute. Basically, it is taking all the sentence and it is converting to the embeddings and it is saving the embedding to the vector source. Okay, then it will do the deployment of the endpoint. Okay, but endpoint deployment I was not able to do it because of the quota error. My quota was but limited actually, so it has been exited actually. So what I have to do, I have to again apply for the quota, then I will be able to access this particular service. Okay, now you can see the following quotas exist. Okay, now you can see the following quotas are exist. Okay, now what I have to do, the following quotas are exist. Now machine learning deployment node index. Now I have to increase this particular quota. Okay, for this what you can do, you can search this particular error on Google and you will see lots of solution how to apply for the quotas and all. So Google team has already given. Now you can open this particular issue section and you can see the solution. Okay, what is the solution? Now you can see here this is the solution. The message following the quotas exist machine deployment index nodes indicates that you have exceed the quotas for the deployment index model in the machine learning service on Vertex AI. To resolve this issue, you will need to request a quota increase for the machine engine deployment index nodes resources in your Google Cloud platform. Now, if you want to perform, what you have to do, you have to first of all go to the Google Cloud console. You have to go to the IAM admin settings. Okay, then you have to go to the quotas. Let me show you. So if I go to this particular service, let's say first of all, I'll go to the Vertex AI. I'll go to the IAM and admin. Okay, now here you will see something called quotas. Okay, so quotas and system limit. Now here you can filter with respect to the services. Okay, you can filter with respect to the services. Here they have already given. So you have to look for this particular service and you have to click and edit the quota button and you just increase the quota. Okay, once you do it, actually it will take your application as a processed. Okay, they will check it out and if everything is fine, they will give you the quota access. Then you will be able to deploy as an endpoint. But as of now, I'm getting error because I haven't got this particular enterprise level access. Okay, that's why it's throwing this particular error. But here I'm giving this particular code as a reference. Whenever you apply for this particular quota and it is working fine for you, you can use this particular code snippet as it is. Okay, now the next thing what I have to do, I have to again import some of the libraries. Now I'm going to connect my large language model, okay, with this particular knowledge base. Now see, till here we have completed the knowledge base. That means till here we have completed everything. Okay, vector search. Now we are adding this particular line, user LM response. Okay, this particular things I have to add. Now see, these are the library I need. Apart from that, I need to import some of the variable again. So these are the variable I need, the locations and sentence file and the name index. Then what I have to do, I have to initialize my model. That means Gemini model. So how to initialize the Gemini model? I think you know that. That's how we can initialize the Gemini model. And here you have to give the index endpoint. So where you'll get this particular endpoint? So let me show you. If I just go back to the Vertex AI. Vertex AI. Now you can see that this is the dashboard. Now here we are having this particular vector search. Now see, this is the time we just created this particular index, okay, with the same name, but the deployment got actually failed. Why this particular deployment got failed? Because of that particular quota error. So you should increase this particular quota, then you will be able to deploy this particular endpoint. Okay, so they have already given the tutorial how to do it and all. So you can apply for the quota, then you will be able to deploy this particular endpoint. But it will take 24 hours to process your application. I have already applied. Once I get this particular quota, then I think in the next class I'll also show you how we can deploy as an endpoint. Okay, now everything is working fine. Now what I have to do, guys, I have to initialize the Gemini model. So you can see I'm initializing the Gemini model. But here you have to give the endpoint index, index endpoint name. So where you will get this particular ID? Go to the Vertex AI. Now, if I click on this particular index endpoint, now this is the latest one. Let me show you. So this is the latest one. So this is the ID. You have to copy this particular ID, and here you have to paste this particular ID. Now, if I execute, it should work. Okay, it's working fine. Now, I'll create some helper function again. So these are the helper function is required. First of all, generate text embedding. That means whatever user will give the query, it would be also English text. Okay, that English text I also need to convert to the embedding. Okay, that's why this function will help you to do it. Then generate content. That means whatever actually content actually I'm getting from the LLM, it will generate the content and the load file. That means that particular JSON file it will also load. Now let me execute all of them. Then the last thing what I have to do, I have to load my sentence file with the help of this particular function. And this is my data. Okay, ID and sentences. I think you remember we converted this thing. Okay, previously. Now we'll ask one query. So this is the query, like what is correlation? I'm giving to the generate text embedding. This is the query, and it will give me the embed query. That means this is the vector representation of my query. You can see. This is the vector representation of my query. Now what I have to do, I have to give it to the model. As you can see, I'm giving to the model. But this will throw me error because my endpoint is not getting deployed because of the quota error. That's why it will throw me error. Because as of now, endpoint is not there. Okay, as of now, endpoint is not there. That's why it's not able to look for that particular endpoint. Okay, that's why it's giving me the error. But once you've got the quota access, actually, once you've got the quota access, then you will able to see the response. Now let me also add the remaining code so that you can refer later on. So this is the remaining code. So this particular code will process the output and it will give you the correct response. Okay, it will give you the correct response. Okay, based on the this particular model actually you are using called Gemini model. Okay, and we have already imported Gemini model. So basically, this RAG system will be the help of Vertex AI. With the so with the help of Vertex AI, actually we have implemented this particular RAG. So everything actually all the services we are using from the Vertex AI only. Okay, not any other services. You can also use any other services. Let's say you can also use LangChain. You can also use other vector DB. It's completely fine. But my intention is to show you how we can utilize the cloud tool as well. Because local tool you already learned. We have already lots of project on this, right? That's why I'm showing these particular things. Yeah. So yes, guys, this is the notebook implementation, the RAG, simple RAG on the Vertex AI. Now, one issue actually I'm getting because of the quota error, I already told you. So first of all, you have to apply for the quota. Then once you got this particular quota access, then you will be able to access the endpoint and all. Okay. Yeah. Now you can execute from your end. You can apply for the quota and you can let me know, guys. Okay. I'll share this particular notebook with you. So first of all, let me download. So if you want to download, just click here and there is a download link actually will get. Just click on the download. So it will automatically download this particular notebook for you. And if you want to terminate it, okay, if you want to terminate it, that means you don't want to execute this particular notebook. So what you can do, just click here, go to the manage session and terminate this particular notebook. Let me terminate because I'm not going to use. After terminating, you have to delete it. Okay, you have to delete it from here. Otherwise, it will also charge you for the storage cost. Now to delete it, just click here and go to the delete button. Now let me delete as well. See, this notebook has deleted. So that's how actually after doing your work, you can delete. Either you can keep it if you have higher budget in your company. Okay, both can be done. Yeah, class note, actually, I'll also give you this particular note if you want, but I haven't written anything yet, but I'll also share the code with you. Okay, this is the important things. Now, guys, if you are having any kinds of query, you can ask me in the chat. Yeah, thank you, Mehdi. So, guys, anyone having any query, you can let me know in the chat. Now, we can also delete the bucket. Okay, the bucket it has created. So, let me show you how to delete the bucket. Go to the bucket. Now, this is the bucket. Just select and try to delete from here. So, here is a delete button. Just a minute. Yeah, there's a delete button and I have to give this particular confirmation called delete. Now it is going to delete my bucket from here. See, it has deleted. Okay, it is deleted. So guys, yes, this is all from my end. I hope you got it, how we can create a like RAG-based application on Vertex AI and what the service actually we can use here. Now we can export with different things on the Vertex AI because I have showed you lots of things. Now it's your turn to explore something. Why we need those? What is the bucket and blob? Blob is actually, package. It will help you to connect with that particular bucket. Okay, and bucket is a service from the GCP. That means we can store any kinds of data there. It's a storage service. Okay, this is the idea. Yeah. Okay, guys. So this is all from my end. I hope you like this particular session. So tomorrow I'll show you some new topic how we can work with this particular Vertex AI and all. In between, you can practice with that. And I think you know that, guys. We're coming up with 2 new courses in iNeuron. So let me show you. So awesome, 2 courses is coming. So this is the announcement. You can visit this particular course and go to the bootcamp program and go to the here. Now this first project is 7 end-to-end project, and the second project is complete generative AI with cloud platform. So 7 end-to-end project we'll be doing with the help of LLM ops and deployment, and another course actually complete generative AI using Google Cloud, AWS and Azure. Okay, both cloud actually we will try to cover in this particular lecture. Okay, in this particular course, and this is the 4-month duration, I think. Okay, and you can see the class timing detail. Everything is available. Fine. Yeah, I think some discount is also going on, so you can check it out if you're interested. So yes, guys, this is all from my end. I hope you like this particular session. With that, thank you so much, guys, and bye everyone. Take care. Bye. Bye everyone.